Hey, welcome to Insight. I'm Lance. It's Lyndall. Today we're going to talk about stuff. Why? Because of reasons.
What's wrong with you, man? You're acting like Kevin.
There ain't nothing wrong with me.
You always act like Kevin when you're hungry. Here.
What's this supposed to do?
You feel better now?
This is better. Good.
You want to do this again?
Let me finish this. Hey guys, welcome to Insight. I'm Lance, Miss Little.
And this week we're going to be talking about the new comic book, the Star Wars comic book, and we're going to be doing the top 10 list of upcoming movies in 2015.
What's the most anticipated movies that we think? Anyway.
Right.
Alright guys, enjoy. Hey guys, Lance and Brian here. We're going to talk about the Star Wars comics that are out now that Marvel has taken over since Disney bought Star Wars and Marvel. So, really, I don't know much about them, so I'm going to ask Brian a few questions here and see if he can tell me more about it. Now, how many comics are there in this?
Right now there's 4. You've got just the main staple Star Wars. And then you've also got Princess Leia, which is going to be a 5-book run.
Is she in the slave outfit at all anytime?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, damn. Okay.
No slave Leia. So, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. But and then you got your third one, which is Darth Vader. So that one's one of my favorite out of all of them. It's just a comic book series.
All about Darth Vader?
All about Darth Vader.
And that's all you need. You should just stop right there.
Yeah, and it introduces some interesting characters in there along the way, too. And then you've got a 4th one, which actually doesn't take place during the same time as the other 3 I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
It's one that's, if you're familiar with Disney's got the cartoon Rebels, which is an amazing show in itself. But the main character, Kanan, it's about a comic book series where he was still a Padawan, like right when Order 66 happens and stuff.
So when all the Jedi are dying.
Yes, yes.
And so the other comics, you said is that one's set at a different time. What are the other, the Darth Vader, Leia, and regular Star Wars, when are they set?
They all take place between episodes 4 and 5. Pretty much not long after 4, not long after the death of the destruction of the first Death Star.
Okay.
So, but all 3 of those, they all kind of take place at different intervals as well. They're not all like at the same time. Otherwise, you can't explain why.
While Leia's over here and Han's over here, but all of a sudden they're together.
Yeah, so they're together. Destroying the Imperial weapons facility and stuff.
Awesome. All right. Well, so you said there's 4 episodes, or 4?
4 now.
4 now.
4 now. Well, Princess Leia, like I said, is going to be a 5-issue run.
Okay.
So after its 5th issue, it's going to kind of go away.
And then they're adding somebody else coming in now, too, right?
Yeah, they are going to be bringing out another series, which I'm excited about. Can't wait for it. Lando Calrissian. Get to see more about Lando.
I really hope it's set at the time when Han Solo and Calrissian are running together and how Han gets the Millennium Falcon and the Kessel Run.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. But I have a feeling it's going to be about what Lando's going through during 4 and 5, in between 4 and 5, because it's just like in the cartoon Rebels. Lando makes an appearance in that, and Rebels takes place. I think it's 5 years before A New Hope, so it's kind of cool there. You got to see a little bit of what Lando was doing at that time.
Awesome. So it's a little more Star Wars facts from us here at Insight. Alright guys, Insight's here. Going to talk about the announcement of Assassin's Creed today. New Assassin's Creed game again this year.
Man, they seem like they're going the way of Call of Duty. Like, let's make one every year and not get any development.
Well, they are, but I think this one's actually going to be good. It's called Syndicate. It's in Victoria area, London. It looks like it should be fun.
I don't know. I mean, I thought Black Flag was awesome, and then they came out with that garbage, that Unity, and
that's the Assassin's Creed every other game theory. See, Assassin's Creed 1 was okay. It was pretty good.
It was alright.
Assassin's Creed 2 was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, and then Brotherhood come out, and it was alright. Wasn't great.
I played a little bit of it. I went to it.
Revelations comes out, it was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I forgot about that.
Assassin's Creed 3 comes out. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I hated Assassin's Creed 3. Black Flag came out. It was flipping amazing. It's the best Assassin's Creed game yet.
Okay, yeah.
Unity, horrible.
So Syndicate should be good.
We're going on the odds of probability.
Every other game theory, we should have a good game in Syndicate. Especially, I think, with the ability now to get the gangs on your side. Like, the whole point of the game is to make street gangs part of your group, and you take over areas of London with your street gangs. So you take over the area, you recruit your gang, and then you take out the boss of that area.
They have the Cockney accents.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. You can actually get in carriages like their cars in Grand Theft Auto on this. So you can just run down a carriage, take off with it. So I really think it's going to be an interesting game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I guess maybe I should do a little more research before I put them down.
But yeah, so hopefully we'll get a little more news about it at E3 this year.
Go Fallout 4.
Yeah, Fallout 4. Make it co-op.
Hey guys, Kevin and I are going to talk about the new upcoming movies that are most anticipated, at least that we think.
How many of them are we doing?
10.
10 is a good number. I like 10.
Very carefully. Where is Hunt?
Up first at number 10, we got Rogue Nation. The Mission Impossible movie.
Ah, so excited.
It looks really good. It doesn't have Ving Rhames in it, apparently, but it does have Simon Pegg and everybody else still in the show.
Tom Cruise got to be in it. He's a producer for it.
He's a producer and a writer in the show, so he's going to be in it.
So, what is it about?
This one is about a new anti-IMF, which is, I guess they're calling it the Syndicate.
Yep, Syndicate.
And it's an anti-IMF. These are specially trained terrorist group that's out to get rid of the IMF.
Looking forward to seeing it.
It's going to be a really good show.
Alright guys, and coming in at number 9 on our list is Minions, which is a movie I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah, everybody's been a Minions fan since the first Despicable Me movie, and now they actually going to get their own full-length movie to tell their backstory about how they came to America.
And how they became employed with Gru, which I want to learn that, because how do you get so many of those little bad
Well, they said 1967, 30 years, BG, which was before Gru, so on the trailer. So it's it's going to be really cool to watch a full-size Minion movie.
About time.
Les bidous? Matoka! Polano la matoka. Hein? Banana? Stuart? Banana! Banana! Oh, hello, papagena. Tu le bella con la papaya.
Hey guys, number 8, we got the Ant-Man movie, which is going to be a bigger than life, little bitty movie.
It's got Paul Rudd in it playing Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd's going to play Ant-Man. Paul Rudd's a great actor, very hilarious. Everything he's been in ever since Clueless, which was almost 20 years ago.
20-something years ago.
Which makes all of us feel old. But it's going to be I think it's going to be a little different Marvel movie than what we're used to.
Yeah, they're going to try to be more laugh out loud, kind of have fun at the movies instead of everything being Thor and Iron Man.
Right. I think it's going to be really good to see a different kind of Marvel movie.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
My days of breaking into places and stealing stuff are over. What do you want me to do?
I want you to break into a place and steal some stuff.
Makes sense.
You have superhuman strength. You like a bullet. So you need to know how to punch.
You want to show me how to punch? Show me how to punch.
That's how you punch.
All right, guys. So we're going to do an honorable mention for some of the movies that we're looking forward to, and one of them that I'm looking forward to is Inside Out. It's a Pixar movie. It looks amazing. It's basically everybody's emotions inside their heads have their own little characters, and it just looks like a fun little movie you can take your family to and laugh.
I mean, it looks good for an animated movie. It just doesn't.
You're on the fence.
It just doesn't strike me as something that I'm like, oh, I want to go see it. It's just not something that's really exciting to me to go see.
Well, that's why it's not.
That's why it's an honorable mention.
Prepare the foot. Keys to safety position. Ready to launch on your command, sir.
Just shut up!
Fire! That's it. Go to your room. The foot is down. The foot is down. Woo!
Good job, gentlemen. That could have been a disaster.
At number 7, we got Hitman Agent 47, which is going to be a really, really good movie. Because it's a little bit different than the original one that started out with Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah.
But this one's got a new character. It's more like the game. I mean, you even actually see him change costumes in the trailer. I mean, so it's going to be really interesting to see this movie.
I'm kind of on the fence about it because it's so over the top, like the Transporter 3 where he flips the car upside down, attaches the bomb to the crane and lands it and blows it up. So I'm kind of on the edge, but it's still got the cool factor where he kicks the table and shoots the chains off and he just kicks ass. So that's what's got me.
It's going to be really good.
Oh, Mr. Sanders, you're locked in here with me, and you just brought me mine.
All right, so we're down to the number 6 movie on our list, and it's Spectre, one of the new
Spectre?
James Bond movies.
It's Spectre, not Spectre.
I don't think it's Spectre. Some kind of acronym, kind of like Respect.
It stands for something.
But it's got the guy from Django Unchained,
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
and he is the bad guy.
He's always an over-the-top character.
And they're kind of throwing an homage to the old 007 movies where he's just one of those wild, over-the-top guys.
Bad guys.
Yeah, it's going to be really neat. And it's got a good returning cast with Daniel Craig. They have a send-off for the head lady that gets killed. Helen Mirren, I believe is her name.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the most action-packed 007 movie we've seen in a while.
I love all that James Bond movies with Daniel Craig, so this one's bound to be good too.
Yeah.
Mr. Bond. Welcome, James. It's been a long time. And finally, here we are.
In my 6'4". Hey, that was dope, eh? That shit was dope, man. You a G.
At number 5, we got Straight Outta Compton, which is going to be a wonderful, true life, almost like a documentary movie.
Yes,
it's going to be really good.
It's how NWA came to be one of the biggest rap acts during the 90s.
They changed the whole game, the whole rap industry. They changed it all. NWA was the beginning of all of it.
Yep. You got Eazy-E, which ironically, the guy that plays Eazy-E looks like Eazy-E. The guy that plays Dr. Dre looks like Dr. Dre. The guy that plays Ice Cube looks like Ice Cube. They sound like him.
And Paul Giamatti looks like Paul Giamatti.
It's kind of hard not to look like Paul Giamatti.
But it's still going to be a great movie.
Yes, it's got a great soundtrack so far from what I've seen in the trailer.
It's the NWA soundtrack.
It's better the soundtrack of their life.
But it's going to be a great movie, guys. It's really going to be worth going watching.
Yes.
This is NWA.
Yo, Dre.
What up?
I got something to say.
Alright guys, so we also have another honorable mention to talk about, and it's Pan, which I haven't seen a lot of it, but this guy's kind of on the nose, so let's see what he has to say.
It's going to be a really good adult take on Peter Pan. It's going to tell you how Captain Hook and Pan actually met, how they started the whole feud between them. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do. You got Hugh Jackman playing Blackbeard,
I've seen that.
which is who Captain Hook takes the place of later on. It's going to be a great movie, guys. It's definitely a must-see.
Have you come to get me, Peter?
I don't believe in bedtime stories.
Alright, so coming in at number 4, we have a George Clooney movie called Tomorrowland. It's a big Disney sci-fi movie, and it looks spectacular.
It looks really good. It looks like a little girl and a little boy lost their mind. And they keep transporting themselves back and forth in their own mind. It looks really good, though. It looks like it's a Disney sci-fi movie.
Yep. And basically George Clooney's this guy in a house, and this girl finds this little token, goes and says, I want to go here, and he lets her in, and these agents
that
show
sounds
up.
creepy the way you're describing it.
These agents show up, and they're like, you have 1 minute to hand over the girl. And
Because apparently he's been to Tomorrowland.
yes.
He knows
and
about
he
it.
takes her there, and there's a pretty cool little fight sequence in the trailer, and I'm excited for it. Looks pretty
It
promising.
looks pretty good.
Come on!
You wanted to see Tomorrowland. Here it comes.
Alright, coming in at number 3, we got Mad Max Fury Road. I'm glad it's not a total reboot, like a remake.
Yeah.
It's actually a different story. We've got, Mad Max 2, then Mad Max 1, we had Beyond Thunderdome, and now we're getting Fury Road. So it's good to see them not actually just pulling an old script out of a file drawer somewhere and going with it.
And it looks like it belongs in the world of 300.
Right.
The way it's filmed, it looks really, really neat.
It looks more of a Beyond Thunderdome style of Mad Max.
So I think Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, it's got a good cast, and it's going to be a good day.
Back! They're my property!
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Want to get through this? Let's go!
Number 2, really excited for Chris Pratt's new movie.
And
Jurassic.
Chris Pratt's come a long way since Parks and Recreation.
Yes, he has. I mean, he had Guardians of the Galaxy, which was amazing.
Yeah, I didn't think, he was going to be that good as Star-Lord. I didn't think he was going to be that good in some of these other movies. But he's actually proven himself to be a great actor.
And this trailer looks awesome because you have velociraptors, you have some crazy-ass new dinosaur that's super
Some
evolved,
hybrid.
super intelligent, knows...
And the park's back open. So, once again, just like Mad Max, they didn't just pull an old script out. That's actually a new movie for the Jurassic Park
to
series.
continue along the story. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's got phenomenal looking special
Yeah,
effects.
definitely worth go seeing, guys. Our next honorable mention is Transporter Refueled, which I guess is kind of going to be a remake.
I think it's more of a reboot of the series because Jason Statham was the original driver, unless maybe this is his protege. But it still has that badass Audi in it.
Yeah, it's still got the same car. It's still going to be a great movie.
Yeah.
The little action sequence, he's still got that cocky attitude. So it's still going to be a really good, worth watching movie.
And the stunt driving in it looks really spectacular. The stunts look really cool, especially where you see the cop hit the car and he goes flying off, and it looks like it could be.
It's going to be a good transport movie, whether it's a remake or a reboot.
Don't worry. We will make him pay.
Alright guys, and coming in number 1 is Star Wars.
Oh.
No, not Star Trek. Don't let the J.J. Abrams thing fool you.
J.J. Abrams did really good with Star Trek. Because I'm not a Star Trek fan, but he made me a Star Trek fan.
Yes.
And that's pretty big coming from me. That's pretty big.
It is. But you've got no Jar Jar Binks, unless he's dead.
That's a good thing. We can have a Jar Jar Binks funeral in there. That would be worth watching.
That would. You got lightsabers.
Of course.
You've got the Force.
Of course.
You've seen a burnt.
A Force is the Force, of course, of course.
Unless it's a horse, of course.
It's still the Force.
You've got the burnt up Darth Vader helmet where he says that my father has the power, or my father has the Force, I have the Force, my sister has the Force.
But when the trailer you see somebody handing her the lightsaber, but it looks like E.T.'s hand.
Yeah, it looks like an E.T. hand.
Which we've seen in Star Wars.
You've got chromed out stormtroopers, which are supposed to be the Navy SEALs of the Imperial.
One.
Well, she's I know the character is played by
a woman.
A woman, and she's actually from Game of Thrones. And
the stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Or the woman?
The woman that plays.
Okay.
There are no stormtroopers in Game of Thrones.
There's stormtroopers in Game of Thrones. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I might start. There's stormtroopers.
But it looks amazing. You've got Han and Chewie.
They're home.
Oh my God,
that was the greatest trailer piece I've seen all year in any
that
trailer.
And the Millennium Falcon.
Well,
flying into the engines of that Imperial Star Destroyer that's crashed down in the ground, being chased by a TIE fighter.
And every trailer I've seen is just got me more excited. Every little piece of information I get just makes me more excited.
Yes, it does.
Granted, I've read enough stuff on the internet at this point in time that I've probably ruined the whole movie for myself. But I'm still going to watch
it. See it.
Because it's going to be really good. It's Star Wars. And J.J. Abrams, I don't think he's going to drop the ball. I think he's actually going to make it a good movie.
I do too. And, even though Disney owns it now, I don't think they're going to make it, I don't think they're going to just try and gouge money out of your pocket.
They haven't done a bad job with Marvel.
No, they haven't. They've done a
great job.
They let them still run themselves. They just oversee it.
Right.
Star Wars fans will riot though. I mean, if they screw it up like a Jar Jar style screw up again.
Yeah, he'd be known as Jar Jar Abrams.
Yes. And I don't think he wants that legacy. So I think he's put every bit of energy
he's a Star Wars fan.
Yes.
Of course he's gonna make this better. He's not a Star Trek fan. And he made Star Trek a great movie worth seeing. So him being a Star Wars fan, I think he's going to elevate this to a whole new level for him.
And plus, we get a new Star Wars movie every year. This year we have Star Wars: Force Awakens. Then we get
Rogue.
Rogue One.
Right.
And then the next year you get Episode 8, and then you get another backstory. I'm just excited. I'm giddy like a schoolgirl.
It's going to be great. I mean, hands down, probably one of the best movies of the year, if not the best movie of the year.
Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
Alright guys, we really appreciate you watching this week.
Yeah, you can like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, on everything else.
Everything that's social media-esque.
We'll keep you posted on everything. We're going to try and do some live stuff coming up, so keep checking in, guys.